Hi everybody, welcome to your week 2 reading for the month of April. It's my pleasure to do this reading for you, as you guys know. And as you already know, these readings are timeless and signless. So even though I'm saying that it's for week 2 of April, if this reading comes across you at any time, then it's the right time. I did notice this Four of Swords just happen to be right here. The Four of Swords is the theme for the month of April in general. So if you haven't had a chance to check out the April 2022 reading that I've posted, please do go ahead and check it out. April is no joke. So everybody and their mother is in their feelings this month. Are you? So if you're looking for a personal reading or you like an energy healing session with me, please go ahead and check my Etsy page. Just felt a little bit of magic for a second there. So kind of giving me this Hail Mary slash miracle energy. So let's talk about that. So already in this second week, I do feel that for some of us, we will be having a golden opportunity coming in. I was just speaking to somebody, you know who you are. I was just talking to you in the DMs about how there's a golden opportunity coming up for you. It's going to be applying generally for some of us here. Me too, God, I don't know. So what I'm feeling with this energy is that we're in the middle of a lesson basically right now. You guys know that. We're feeling the feel so that we can heal it. But there's an opportunity that's going to come in now that's going to allow you to get off this path, in a sense, to be done with this, or to escalate, or escalate's the word, but or to elevate, evolve, just to move higher or quicker. Oh my God, stop. Look at that. I knew this card would be significant when I peeled it, when I said we're in the middle of a lesson. But the thing about this, it's giving a Hail Mary energy. It's giving a miracle energy. The thing about this is it's going to be a little bit of an opportunity for a wish come true. Here we've got 3 cards that are mirroring each other. We see this Hail Mary energy where she jumps on board on this feather and it takes her upward. But notice the feather actually looks like this moon, this crescent moon situation. And then over here, this is the grief card. We've just got this nebulous energy going on where things don't make sense, where you're looking down one road and you see that it's all misty and all you know is you don't want to be wherever that misty path is. It's almost like you just came from there, or it just looks foreboding, or it just doesn't feel like the path you need to be on. So instead, you're looking this way. So you see her looking there at the misty path. And then here we've got these beautiful flowers. And it's like, just turn your head this way and jump on board with this opportunity. Whatever this opportunity is, it's going to manifest differently for all of you. But what it's going to do is that it's going to offer you an opportunity. Oh my God. See, the words are, it's going to, okay, let me let the energy come out. It's going to offer you the opportunity, a lot of resistance with that word, the opportunity to get out of a situation that you're in. But there's so much resistance to that. It's almost like it feels a little bit like uncharted territory. It feels a little bit like, should I be doing this? Do I know what my honor is? Do I know what my worth is? Can I pull this off? These 2 cards are coming up, the Wheel of Fortune and the Seven of Pentacles. Well, of course, this may be tied to your self-worth. This could be about you wondering, is this something that I can pull off myself? Do I have the chops? Do I have the authority? Is it within me? Right? But here, this is what she's wondering. But here, look over here, she's with the Seven of Pentacles. She's holding a massive apple. This is the fruit of some type of labor that you've already done. So when you're asking, do I have it within me? Is this something I could do? Is it something I can pull off? Do I deserve this? Can I be the one to wield this? Is this within my jurisdiction? Do I have the authority? Whatever it is that you're asking yourself, please know that yes, the answer to all of that is yes, because you manifested it. Once it's manifested, it's like, hey, how could you start asking about deservability after it's already manifested? Okay. The Secrets card is coming out. It's not ready to present itself yet. Wow, look at how these cards are jumping. What is this? Fortune. but it's very heavy. Something here, yeah, fortune favors the brave, but something here, it's almost like there's a loss that's associated with this. It's like, yes, I got this fortune, it was able to hold on, get this, but now I don't want to say at the expense of, but it's kind of feeling like that, at the expense of something else. And they're saying something long overdue. So if it's long overdue to be done with, if it's long overdue to be addressed, whatever it is. Now, how these energies are going to be manifesting, is going to be different for all of you. I just heard like a sheep. I almost said ba, like, did you hear the ba part if you rewind it? And it almost felt like somebody was not teasing you, but it's like, bah, are you going to be a sheep about this? Are you going to grab the bull by the horns? Are you going to be scared? And I do want to show you the 3 cards that fell out though. Communication, assurance, and bam, there's the miracle energy I was feeling. Mother Mary coming through. Was I telling you there's a Hail Mary energy? Okay. Now you got, by the way, at the bottom of the deck, dun, 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 romantic love. Now, doesn't have to be romance for everybody, but I do see 2 cards, the future, and then this card, whatever it is. Bam, liberation. Spirit's trying to tell you something. Liberation in the future, and then we had this card, romantic love. Now it almost feels like this card, romantic love, is coming. It's like a transformation, an evolution. I almost heard a transgression. So some of you may be feeling, excuse me, there I keep saying worthiness, yeah. Some of you may be seeing this entertaining of a new love or moving into a new place. Some of you may be actually moving. Whatever this is, you may see it as a transgression of some sort. Spirit is saying that's all linked to your low self-worth, right? But see how she's moving from here, he literally says the past, into here. So something, and future, something is going on for a lot of you guys. It need not be love, but it could be for some of you. Yeah, they're saying you've got to get focused on this golden opportunity, because there's something about this golden opportunity that is going to change some lives forever, they're saying. And there's a card that is here, wants to step in, radical acceptance. So whatever this is, guys, and whoever you are, you're going to need to get on board 110%. So this isn't a half-stepping kind of energy, because I do see potential here. So for somebody, this is about a job. There's going to be some type of job situation. You could focus. There's a potential here, and if you focus, but if it's a job situation, you're gonna have, somebody here has to get more focus, because I'm seeing you wanting to pull this arrow back, but it's like then you get distracted by something over here. The arrow falls like this, right? That's also for somebody who may be trying to, okay, now I'm feeling for third group, someone who may be trying to do something entrepreneurial. You know who you are, okay? I'm feeling they're saying that you are self-sabotaging. So if that's you, you're trying to do something entrepreneurial, you're starting to open something. You see what they said? I want to say you're trying to start to open something, but you're starting to open something this week or just in general. They're saying you're shooting yourself in the foot and you don't know how. One of those ways may be that you're rushing too much. I'm going to pull a card for you. Those of you who are having an entrepreneurial thing, I can literally hear some of you like, get back to the love. Look, I'm surprised they're giving us such details. Usually they stay at the universal dynamic, but now we see these energies playing out for some of you in love, for some of you in a job search, some of you in, entrepreneurial stuff. I just pulled a card for the entrepreneurial group. They're saying, you know, got to pull yourself together, blow the shell, whatever it is. You got to pull yourself together. Pull yourself together means you're doing too much. You're burning too too many wicks. I don't know. Burning midnight oil, burning the candle at both ends. You're doing too much. See how she's got all these cogs inside of her? Now, this is for this group in particular with the entrepreneurial stuff where you're self-sabotaging. This is also opening it up to everybody in the chat. We're in the chat here. There we go. Self-sabotage happens because of fragmentation within the self. Doesn't everything happen because of fragmentation? Yes, Cherry, that's right. That's why we're on Earth, so that we can integrate. Okay? Integrate what? These many selves, these aspects that we're carrying within us. But the thing is that sometimes we have quite a few that are quite active, very active. Just because you have an aspect within you doesn't mean that it's necessarily active and taking control of this ship. They're showing the conch again. They're going to use the conch for some of you to actually be a symbol for some of you, but they're saying you need to nip it in the bud. There's something here that when you blow the horn, all of these cogs, everything is going to get into alignment. All right? Yeah, something's going on there. And for those of you with the, I want to say with the job, they're just saying judge, jury, executioner. You're trying to be too much. They're saying you're doing too much. You need to be focused on co-creating with only one. And the one is that higher self, the higher spirit, and not being in the place of judging others or judging self, not being in the place of, condemning, that's the jury right there, condemning, I condemn you to blah, 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 right? And not being in a place of execution or just dismissing, just killing, right? So this is they're saying for you, alignment, see how it goes? Alignment is going to come when you align with spirit. All right, and the conch people, they were saying, align within yourself, right? Gosh, what's going on up in this deck, you guys? Okay, thank you, Spirit. Let's. Yeah, they're like, you wanted to use that other deck for a long time. Yes, and they're so right. So we're gonna go ahead and call that deck out. Ooh. 5 of Pentacles. Oh, self-worth. Oh, excuse me, guys. Just a little cough there. Okay, here's the deck. Ah, it's so pretty. Okay. The major theme for week 2 of April is to get into alignment. Who is thy... What's the word? Who is thy master is what they're saying. Who are you making your master? 5 of Pentacles talks about low self-worth. It talks about imposter syndrome. It talks about, lack of feelings of lack. Oh, I almost heard lack of diversity. That's for somebody. But lack of deservability. This is speaking about poverty consciousness. It exists within you. Okay? And so Spirit is saying, it's almost like Spirit is like, boom, put an end to it. Because what's coming right after? The world. You have to put an end to lack consciousness. Now, when we think about lack and we think about poverty consciousness, we're literally thinking about distortion, because anything that is not love is distortion. The opposite of love is fear. But in reality, fear doesn't exist, because as A Course in Miracles teaches us, the only thing that's real is love. Love is the only thing ever. But we're unable to see that. Just as we're unable to see that we're one, when we look, we see duality. I see me and I see Cherry, and I see you and I see you and I see you. And the distortion is so great that I perceive, in a very physical sense, of having different bodies, different cells, not even cells, different things, right? This is the problem. So when you are in this lack and poverty consciousness, you're not in a whole state of mind. And so Spirit is saying, in this week and for the month of April and in life in general, you have to get aligned. So the question is, if you're not in alignment, first of all, you have to wonder, what is it that I'm trying to align with? In other words, what am I trying to integrate with? Now, if you're a real G, you're going to integrate with the higher self. Look at the Emperor coming through. Yeah, look how it just pushed out. Bam! All that duality, tripality. Hey, it's like, no, not today. There is only one. Yeah, there's only one. And look at all those little selves, right? But listen, he's going to pick all this up and integrate. That's what we're doing here. This is the healing card, Temperance. As you guys know, if you follow me, I call the Temperance card the good doctor, because it's always the doctor coming in. Anytime the Temperance card comes in, that's spirit coming in with healing energy. But healing energy doesn't always feel like fun. It's the wake-up calls. It's the triggers. It's, you know, the tap on the shoulders. It's the slap in the face. It's the rejection. It's the whatever. It's the I told you so. Whatever it is that you want to say. These are all moments. They're invitations to inquiry. And so you have to, in this week, really start thinking, who or what am I making my God? Who or what am I aligning with? And you'll know if it's spirit, because you'll just know. But if it's not, you might know if you realize, okay, I'm carrying these unloving thoughts about myself. I'm carrying these unloving thoughts about others. I'm feeling a certain type of way about something. I'm in judgment. This is showing that you're focusing and you're aligning with something that is not of a higher energy. And so the beautiful thing about humanity is that we are such powerful manifestors. We just have forgotten that. But the fact is, if you really saw how good of a manifester you are, you would be surprised. Now, some of you may already know that because you understand the principle, the spiritual principle, that you can only attract that which is you. The issue is that you're not able to see that because you're using your conscious mind, and the conscious mind is always the last to know. And then there's also the false belief that everything that you are attracting is being magnetized by something from this lifetime that you're aware of. Sometimes a lot of times, there are just things that you're carrying in your field from other times and places that are actively calling in experiences. You're literally a huge magnet on this earth. And that's why the only way out of distortion or madness, or as A Course in Miracles teaches us, insanity, right, is to start becoming aware. And that's to open up into the ability to have paradox. And that paradox looks simply like, hey, I understand that I can be filled with things I don't know, and therefore attracting all sorts of stuff, everything. I understand that I can attract those things, and that can be true, and it can also be true that I don't know why. What does that look like? Hey, I don't know how this is happening, but I'm willing to hold space for the idea that it's a phenomenon that is occurring, whether or not I can explain it or resonate with it at this time. So that's a paradox. It's when more than one thing is true. And sometimes we forget that we have it within us to hold space for both of these things to be true. And that's where co-creating with spirit comes from. Co-creating with spirit comes in handy. And that looks like a simple prayer. Here's the focus. Simple prayer. Hey God, hey, it's me. I don't know what I'm doing. And I know I'm connected to everything that is occurring for me, the quote-unquote good and the quote-unquote bad, the quote-unquote inexplicable, the quote-unquote I would never do that. I understand that all of that is somehow reacting to something in my field, and I don't know what it is. I don't know how to heal it, but I'm surrendering this to you. My job is to remain open. Temperance card. To remain open and aware by looking at what's triggering me, going inside and trying to understand what's it making me feel. Look at what's happening. What's the story? What do they say? Stop, look, listen, feel, ask. Yeah, stop. Something's happening. Look at what's happening. What's happening? I'm feeling this way. This person said that. Da, 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 da. Tell the story. Listen to the story. Listen to what you're saying. Is that even true? That is your perception. Based on what? Bam! Lack. Based on conditioning. Based on past life stuff that you're not even aware of, right? So listen to what you're saying and hold space for the fact that you can have these opinions at this time. You can have these feelings at this time, but also know that they are subject to change, and they will once you start to become more aware. So you can have both of those be true. Stop, look, listen, feel. What do I feel? Feel into where you're feeling that in your body, right? What's the emotion? Where in your body is that happening? What happens to that emotion when you try different thoughts, when you wake up the next day, when you pray? What happens to that? And then ask Spirit to help you to move this energy. And again, hold space for multiple realities. Spirit, I know something's happening. I don't like the feeling. I don't know what to do, but I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna do my best, but I'm also going to release this to you, so please help me out, and I'm just gonna do my best. And your best is going to be to stay as awake, as aware as possible. And Spirit understands that sometimes when we get triggered, it sends us into knee-jerk reactions. It sends us into our wounded areas, and sometimes there's so much wounding, it compels us to react in a certain way, to launch into defense mechanisms. They know all that, and they're not asking for perfection. They're asking for, say it with me, progress. Even if you keep doing the same thing, if you can keep starting over and trying something new, ding, that's what they're looking for. All right, so let's go ahead and wrap this up. What I'm seeing here is stand your ground. Spirit is saying that sometimes when you don't know what to do, just get centered, stand your ground, see how the world around you reacts, not even reacts, but responds to you getting still. When we get still, we are able to see, right? We're able to feel, and we're able to think to a certain degree. So that's what you're going to need to do. Next, you're going to open up a space within you for gratitude. Now, you may not be able to stay in that space for a long time. You may not be able to find many things to be grateful for, but again, this is a consciousness that expands the more that you practice it. You know, Buddha was always about practice, right? So you have to make this a practice. Thank you, God. Things may not be exactly what I think that I want them to be, because remember, subject to change, but I'm willing to be thankful for that which I cannot see, that which I cannot notice, and even those things that I can. Give yourself alone time. April is Four of Swords, rest month. It's time out. A lot of you have been put into a timeout. Unless you gave yourself that time out, you will have found yourself in time out, right? It could be something as simple as, you're working less hours. Some of you may have, physical need for bed rest. Some of you may have encountered some type of separation. It could be anything. But either way, this is the kind of timeout that you're going to need to push yourself through, because Spirit is saying they want you. Look at how the Temperance card is floating over, because it's always an angel, right? And lifting with it this Five of Pentacles. They want you deep in the nitty gritty. Didn't they use the words nitty gritty in one of the readings recently? I think they did. They want you so in your feelings. They want you in particular to connect with those feelings that they mentioned in the April 2022 reading. Grief, guilt, shame. What were the others? I think one was remorse, grief, guilt, shame. And there's one more. Can never remember. But anyway, they're all in there. They want you to look at that so that you can transform it. So imagine these two people are the same. And now when the card where it says light, the transformation, the only thing that's happened is that these false constrictions, these false wires, these poverty thoughts, these false roads that you've created for yourself have disappeared. And that's how energy really works. There, when it comes to spiritual energy, and when you're understanding the vessel, your divine vessel, your auric field, you have to understand that it's all light until you think and condition and feel up obstacles into your field. These are distortions of light, and they will end up in some type of blockage if allowed to go far, right? In your field, which if allowed to go untended or untreated in energetic ways, right, will manifest as physical ailments, diseases, disorders. It could even be accidents. You know, you're walking down, you hit a part of yourself. If you have an accident, everything's fine, but that knee, you know, and then your energy healer looks in, they're like, oh, you have this energy over your knee, and this blah blah blah, it means this and this that about yourself, and you need to clear it. It's all there. And they're saying the cells are configured in a way where they mark you down for certain experiences. Yeah. Oh yeah, this is what it is. It's cell therapy is very important, they're saying. So a lot of good work can be done with energetic healing, because in the energetic layers, that's where you can really start to work on some of these and any of these energies. And yes, some of them take time and some of them are quick, right? It's the awareness that we're asking for. And when you change these perceptions, these misperceptions, these blockages, these distortions of light, what happens is that it gets cleared, it integrates, it allows for the healing of that space. And now that life force energy, that prana, that whatever you want to call it, can flow instead of staying blocked and creating basically an atrophy of the physical body, which shows up as some type of disease or disorder or some malady or something in that area. These are just ways, these are triggers, those are physical triggers to get us to realize, hey, something's happening. Much like our pain receptors things. I'm like, what's the word, guys? Just much like our pain receptors tell us something is wrong in the body. Hey, you can't sit on your leg that way. It's hey, what are you doing? Oh my God, wow, I can't sit like that. I'll break my leg, right? So it's kind of our body, when things manifest in the physical body, and when things manifest in our reality, the physical reality, those are like pain receptors. They're saying, warning, warning, alert, alert, something's going on in the energetic field. And so, because you have multiple bodies in your energetic field, the physical body is only one, and it's the last level, so to speak. And so the whole point of healing and energy healing is to get in there. And you can imagine the implications of energy healing. It's preventative in many, 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 many ways, right? And so it is the source. It's literally the source of everything that you can claim to be experiencing in your physical reality. Anyway, the last thing that you're going to look at for this week 2, choices. Again, I'm seeing this golden opportunity. Some of you are going to have a golden opportunity come through. Suddenly I'm getting very heavy with my breathing in the chest. That's for somebody. There's a lot of apprehension in opening up this vortex for yourself. Some of you may actually look at this card mirroring. You may not see this, but look at this on the back. It's mirroring for me as well, this energy. And I just felt like I had to rub my chest. Look at this. It's right in the middle of his chest. Look at this, right in the middle of her chest. Some of you may need to, I was just about to say, some of you may need to have, they're saying a referent, somebody to model this processing of this vortex energy for you. So some of you may have to join a group. You can, Spirit will give you your options. But I do have one that's popping to mind. One I'm going to be attending soon, but there's also another one that popped up. My girl, Emily, her Instagram handle is the One Woman Show. She's doing a full moon circle. That's another one. For some of you, for the rest of you, I guess that's just an option, right? But for the rest of you, Spirit is going to also direct you if you need somebody to kind of walk you through this. Some of you, you can do this. You've been doing this since, you know this. You get quiet, you get silent, you get into your zone, right? It really just depends on what your practice is. How are you doing with that? Do you have a practice? But I laughed because I saw this. And when I was going to say, some of you may need, as the guides were saying, a referent, right? Some of you may need somebody to help you with processing that portal, that vortex over the chest. You see how now she's holding this person over her chest area? What it's going to do, here's now then this next card. Now she's all in gold. Gold, 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 right? So, week 3, you have an opportunity to step into a higher timeline, step into a shift, to do a major shift. I gotta be honest, it feels a little bit like, it's not for everybody obviously, but it feels a little bit like wormhole-y, like taking a step into a future timeline that bypasses a few, right? So every now and then, things aren't they're saying wish fulfillment. Things aren't linear when it comes to timeline movement and shifting. Look at her in her 5 of Pentacles, low self-worth. If you stay here, you're never going to be able to take advantage of one of these, whatever this golden opportunity timeline is that's opening up. All right, so either way, and if you're not able to shift yourself in order to do that, that's fine. It will be done in time, in God's time. But, my job, they're sending me for more. I've been trying to keep this reading low. I mean, with the timing, but my job is to show you some doorways that are popping up if I perceive of them. And oh my God, just as I said that, look at this. Aw, that's my hands. Aw, she's black like me. Yeah, this is me helping. And then look at this. Bam. Oh my God. Why do I even try? Look at that. Why am I even trying to shuffle anything? Like, you notice all of my cards just fell right there. Let me pick them up because God is good. Yeah. Yes, look. Oh, there's, just as I said that. See? Channeling. Yeah, the Chariot. High Priestess. Magician, Chariot. I'm just here to help you move forward, guys. Just trying to, and bam, who dat? I guess that's me. Helping you move forward. Gotta get you out of this 9 of Swords. Yeah, look at her. Look at you. Instead, let's take this golden opportunity down the line. Something's happening, right? There's a pink rose. Okay, for some of you, Spirit is showing this mirroring pink rose with the Temperance card. Okay, healing. I just looked off to the side. I know that whatever that is, rose flower, whatever. I looked off to the side and I've got an actual flower over there that looks like that too. So, hey, maybe there's something for me too. Anyway, guys, you get the point. Let's wrap it up. Unless, God, you want to say some more, guys, I'm not trying to rush you. But Hermit, this is the time. Look before you leap, but get into a place where you can make this a priority, okay? Anyway, if this seems like this reading was for you, then God bless you. And if it's not, God bless you. Can't get away without blessings. And they're acting like I didn't see this Lover's card staring straight at me, okay? So, yeah, Lover's card. Oh, like fell into my hands. Hear that, Chariot? There's hope for me yet. I mean, you guys, I hope for you because I'm channeling for you. And yeah. So anyway, if you're looking for a personal reading, if you'd like to have an energy shift, energy healing session with me, you know where to find me. On Etsy. Best believe that. Okay, I'm done. All right. Until then, much love and many blessings. Bye.